This is Heidi for Nature Cures. Please don't forget to click on subscribe and hit the notification bell for daily video updates. Honey to heal a wound. Cherries for gout. Cod liver oil. To keep your eyes healthy. Your grandmother and her doctors probably swore by these fixes, and now science is catching up with them. Old-time home remedies. Researchers have produced hundreds of studies in the past 5 years about the effectiveness of home remedies, but not all the old-time solutions really help. That's why this list focuses on treatments with evidence to back them up. Remember that even natural cures can interact with medications. If you take pills regularly or have a chronic health condition, check with your doctor before trying these. Buttermilk for age spots. You can skip the expensive skin creams. This rich byproduct of butter contains lactic acid and ascorbic acid. One study showed that this combination of lightened age spots more effectively than lactic acid alone. Apply to the spots with a cotton ball, then rinse with water after 20 minutes. Vitamin C for allergies. Vitamin C isn't just good for the common cold, it turns out to be an effective natural antihistamine. In one study, 74% of the subjects who received a vitamin C nasal spray reported that their noses were less stuffy, compared with 24% of the patients who took a placebo. The study's authors recommend getting 2 grams per day from food and/or supplements. Comfrey for back pain. This medicinal plant has been used for centuries to treat joint and muscle pain. A study of 215 patients found that applying concentrated comfrey cream to the lower and upper back reduced muscle pain. You can buy it in health food stores and online. Petroleum jelly for blisters. The rawness from blisters can be painful enough, but chafing can irritate them further. Clean a blister with soap and water, and then reduce friction by applying petroleum jelly to the inflamed area and keeping it covered with a bandage. Oatmeal for bug bites. Oatmeal has a long history, and equally solid biological basis, for its anti-itch effects, says Dr. Adam Friedman, an associate professor of dermatology at George Washington School of Medicine and Health Sciences in Washington, D.C. You can find creams containing colloidal oatmeal in any drugstore, or you can make a paste by mixing equal parts oatmeal and water, apply it to the bite for 10 minutes, then rinse. Aloe vera for burns. Aloe is a very soothing remedy for burns, says Dr. Pravisha Patel, a dermatologist and the creator of a line of skincare products. One study demonstrated it was more effective than other treatments for second-degree burns. Make sure you use pure aloe, not a scented version. If you own an aloe plant, simply cut open a leaf and apply the liquid directly to the affected area. For serious burns, you should still see a doctor. Aspirin for calluses and corns. To create your own corn softening compound, crush 5 or 6 uncoated aspirin tablets into a fine powder. Mix the powder thoroughly with 1/2 teaspoon of lemon juice and 1/2 teaspoon of water. Dab the paste onto the thickened skin, lay a piece of plastic wrap on top, and cover the plastic with a heated towel. Remove everything after 10 minutes and gently scrub away the loosened skin with a pumice stone. Of course, you shouldn't try this if you are allergic to aspirin. Milk of magnesia for canker sores. Canker sores are ulcers of the mouth that can be caused by viral infections or injuries. To ease the pain, rinse your mouth with milk of magnesia or apply it to canker sores 3 or 4 times a day. Ground flaxseed for constipation. It's almost as if nature tailor-made ground flaxseed to relieve constipation, says Dr. Will Bolsevich, a gastroenterologist. It is a great source of both insoluble and soluble fiber, which add bulk to the stool and promote the growth of good bacteria. Ground flaxseed is an excellent source of plant-based omega-3 fatty acids, which are known to help soften stool and relieve constipation. Aim for 2 to 3 tablespoons a day as part of a fiber-rich diet. Thyme tea for coughs. Thyme is a natural expectorant that relaxes the respiratory tract and loosens mucus. Studies have found that using thyme in combination with primrose or ivy relieves the frequency and duration of coughs. To make thyme tea, place 2 tablespoons of fresh thyme or 1 tablespoon dried in a cup of hot water. Allow it to steep, then drain out the herb. Add honey to taste. Blackberry tea for diarrhea. Blackberries are rich in tannins, substances that can tighten mucous membranes in the intestinal tract. They have long been used as a treatment for diarrhea. Make blackberry tea by boiling 1 or 2 tablespoons of fresh or frozen blackberries or dried blackberry leaves in 1½ cups of water for 10 minutes, then strain. Drink several cups a day. You can also buy blackberry tea, but make sure that it contains blackberry leaves and not just flavoring. Cucumber for eye strains. Lie on your back and place 1 cucumber slice, about 1/8 inch thick, over each closed eye. Cucumbers contain antioxidants that studies have shown help decrease swelling and relieve pain. Replace the slices with a cooler pair every 2 or 3 minutes, for up to 15 minutes total. Lavender oil for foot odor. Lavender essential oil not only smells good but also has antibacterial properties that help kill germs. Before bed, rub a few drops of oil onto your feet and massage it in. Pull on a pair of socks to protect your sheets. Globe artichoke extract for GERD and heartburn. Compounds in artichoke leaves called caffeoylquinic acids stimulate the release of bile from the gallbladder, which helps relieve nausea, gas, bloating, and other symptoms of gastroesophageal reflux disease (GERD) and heartburn. Since the leaves are mostly inedible, look for artichoke extract capsules in health food stores or online. Cherries for gout. People who ate about 20 cherries every day were less likely to experience flare-ups of gout, according to a study of 633 patients with the condition. Cherries contain compounds that help neutralize uric acid. Peppermint oil for headaches. Peppermint essential oil cools the skin, numbing the pain of a tension headache as well as acetaminophen does, according to 2 small studies. Mix a few drops with olive oil to prevent skin irritation, then gently massage onto your forehead and temples. Sugar for hiccups. A spoonful of sugar doesn't just help the medicine go down when it comes to hiccups, contractions of the diaphragm, it is the medicine. Eating the grainy sugar crystals forces you to swallow harder than normal, and this resets your diaphragm to stop the spasms, says Claire Martin, a California-based nutritionist. Fennel for indigestion. Those tiny seeds that you often see in bowls at Indian restaurants are fennel. They contain carminative agents, which help expel gas from the intestinal tract. Chew a pinch of fennel to help prevent after-dinner belching. Valerian for insomnia. Valerian, an herb, helps people fall asleep faster without the hangover effect of some sleeping pills. It binds to the same receptors in the brain that tranquilizers such as Valium do. Take 1/2 to 1 teaspoon of valerian tincture or 2 valerian root capsules 30 minutes before bed. Green tea for joint pain. A potent antioxidant found in green tea called EGCG may put the brakes on the joint pain and inflammation of rheumatoid arthritis, according to a study in Arthritis and Rheumatology. Researchers suggest drinking 2 or 3 cups a day to reap the benefits. Lemon juice for kidney stones. The most common type of kidney stone occurs when oxalate, a compound found in foods such as spinach, bran, and French fries, builds up in urine and sticks to calcium, forming crystals. Drinking at least 4 ounces of lemon juice per day could help, researchers say, as citric acid can prevent the crystallization of calcium and oxalate that creates these stones. Olive oil for lip cracking. When you've got chapped lips, coat them with olive oil, a natural lubricant that will help soften and moisturize lips nicely. In fact, any vegetable oil will do. Ginger for nausea. Ginger can help alleviate nausea caused by chemotherapy, morning sickness, or motion sickness. Although we do not yet understand the exact method that allows the ginger to be effective at reducing nausea, it is thought it may work by obstructing the serotonin receptors in the gut that cause it, says dietitian Erin Polinsky-Wade. It also may prompt the body to release enzymes that help break down food. Sip some ginger ale or tea, or chew some candied ginger root. Soy for osteoporosis. A review of several studies conducted at the University of North Carolina, Asheville, found that people who ate foods rich in soy had healthier bones and a reduced risk of fractures. Scientists are still trying to figure out which active compounds may account for the protective effect, but good sources of soy protein include soybeans, soy milk, miso, tempeh, and tofu. Capsaicin for psoriasis. Capsaicin is what gives cayenne its heat. Research has shown that applying capsaicin cream helps lessen the itching of psoriasis. Avocado for razor burn. Avocado is rich with vitamins and oils that soften and hydrate skin to relieve the tenderness of razor burn. Apply mashed fruit or avocado oil directly to the irritated skin. Eucalyptus oil for sinusitis. Give your congested sinuses a steam treatment. Add a few drops of eucalyptus oil to a pot of water, boil, and remove the pot from the stove. Drape a towel over your head and shoulders, then lean forward so it forms a tent over the pan. Keep your face about 18 inches above the water and breathe deeply. The vapor carries droplets of oil into your sinuses and loosens congestion. Studies show that the main ingredient in eucalyptus oil, cineole, can help people recover faster from acute sinusitis. Harehound tea for sore throat. Harehound, a plant in the mint family, can reduce the swelling of inflamed throat tissue. It also thins mucus, helping you clear it from your throat. To make the tea, steep 2 teaspoons of the chopped fresh herb in 1 cup boiling water for 10 minutes, strain and drink. Clove oil for tooth and gum pain. Oil of cloves can sometimes soothe an inflamed tooth, says Dr. Saul Pressner, a dentist in New York City. Clove oil has bacteria-slaying properties and also a numbing effect. Mix a few drops with olive oil to avoid irritation, then swish it in your mouth. Cranberry juice for urinary tract infections. A study of 373 women with a history of urinary tract infections (UTIs) showed that those who drank a glass of cranberry juice daily had a 40% reduction in the number of UTIs compared with those who drank a placebo. While other studies have been mixed about the effect of cranberry juice on UTIs, scientists think a compound in cranberry juice can prevent bacteria from sticking to the walls of the urinary tract. Cod liver oil for vision problems. This oil is a rich source of omega-3 fats, which increase blood flow to the eyes and decrease the risk of developing glaucoma and possibly macular degeneration. Take 1 teaspoon daily. Honey for wounds. Since ancient Egyptian times, people have used honey as a salve for wounds. Pure honey contains the enzyme glucose oxidase, which causes a chemical reaction that releases hydrogen peroxide, an antiseptic. Honey range widely in their antibacterial potency, however. For best results, scientists recommend Manuka honey, from New Zealand, which contains an additional compound that increases its effectiveness. Apply honey directly to a wound every 12 to 24 hours and cover it with sterile gauze. Sea salt for yeast infection. Sprinkle a cup of sea salt in a tub of warm water, then take a nice soak to relieve itching and pain. Tea tree oil for zits. In one study, a 5% tea tree oil gel was as effective as a 5% benzoyl peroxide lotion in limiting acne outbreaks, with fewer side effects. This is Heidi for Nature Cures. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel.